FM. Oh, babe, if you leave me now, well, you're not going to do that, are you? No. We are talking with Madonna from ULEAF this morning, and one that we were chatting about before, which quite a few people have been affected by this,
Yes.
and that's peanut allergy.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I think I was reading some statistics. It's ridiculous. Going back 30 or 40 years ago, there was hardly any peanut allergy at all. And not just peanuts, but 45% of kids at the age of 4 years old now have a diagnosable allergy. So not just an intolerance, but a diagnosable allergy.
Yeah.
Now, they do tend to grow out of it as they get older for all sorts of reasons. But it's, it's the bit, and this is Dr Mimi Tang, who just released the breakthrough that people have probably been hearing about on the news and in the papers in the last few weeks.
Yes, I actually saw that story, and then I thought, hang on, still a few years away.
Yes. Well, funnily enough, the initial research came out in 2014.
Oh.
So there had already been probiotics plus the peanut protein being used a few years ago, and the initial research was looking really fantastic. But what they then had to do was another couple of years. So now they're 4 years down the track. And I think that's the thing. They're saying 4 years later, a lot of these people with the peanut allergies have not had reoccurrences of the anaphylaxis and can eat peanuts.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's obvious there's a very specific process she's gone through to do it. And one of my clients had her daughter in to see me, I don't know, maybe she's now taller than me. She started to see me maybe when she was 8, 9, 10 or something like that, and now she's about 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And it was for the anaphylaxis, so it's because her allergies were so bad. And at the time we did a bunch of kinesiology processes to help to boost her immunity and help her body to detox a bit better. Because you understand that allergies are to do with immunity.
Right.
So basically when the body is getting huge reactions like hives and throat swelling and tongue swelling, the body is seeing that food as a major, major toxin and doesn't want a bar of it being in your system.
Right, and that's why the problems arise.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
And so obviously peanuts are not evil, but for people with a peanut allergy, they really are.
They are.
But it's an underlying immune system problem. So there's obviously two camps. There's the one that says we shouldn't be allowed to have peanuts in our lives, they shouldn't be in schools, they shouldn't be in hospitals, they shouldn't be in cafeterias. There's the other side, which is sort of more
Don't take my peanuts off.
Yeah, don't take. Yeah, exactly.
I love peanuts.
And people like you and I don't have an issue with them.
Yeah.
So it's a real challenge because, of course, then you also have people who have issues with gluten. You have, you can't take everything off everybody. You just can't.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got to do the best you can. But if you start looking at the underlying causes, it's about improving the immunity. So what Dr Mimi Tang did was use the Rhamnosus strain of Lactobacillus, which is a very specific gut bug. So, and she used that over a period of 18 months, and then a couple of years down the track, people were still not having the anaphylaxis that they had had.
Right.
And it was quite big. It was about, it was 85-90% of the people on the research were still doing really quite well.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive, whereas only, I think, in the trial, like 1/25 of people doing the pretend one, the surrogate, peanut,
right.
actually had any improvement. So basically the pretend one really didn't do anything, but there was a huge improvement with the one who actually boosted the gut.
Okay, well, I think that we're going to have to make more time.
Yes.
Maybe next week if anyone's got any questions on this peanut allergy, because it is very important.
It is.
And I'm sure it's getting that bad these days that someone knows someone who's got it. My granddaughter's
Yes.
one of those. So, yes, it'll be nice if it can be remedied.
Yeah.
That'll be fantastic.
Well, it was good to hear from my client who I mentioned. Her mum said to me just recently, when I first came to see you for anaphylaxis, you told me it would be at least 2 years on probiotics and then we would start being able to add things back in, because she didn't just have peanut allergies, by the way. It was all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
So bit by bit with kinesiology and probiotics and boosting the immunity, yada, 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 we've got her doing so well, and her diet is pretty much normal these days.
Well, listen, thank you for coming in and spending your time with us, because even I'm learning. I've got a lot of things to learn though.
Yeah.
But even I'm picking up on it.
Yeah,
thinking,
beautiful.
Oh, okay, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting.
And it is, so many people don't understand that natural therapies really does have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, it
it's
does.
not just this quackery these days. There's so much science and so much evidence
There's so
behind
much
it.
in Well,
Yes.
all right. Well, thank you again for
Thank
coming in.
you.
And I hope you have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
Thanks, Madonna.
Excellent. See you
It's
next week.
3 to 12 at 100.3 Bay FM. Latest news on